Six TBI agents are solving more cases than ever before, and the agency is now applying for more money to make that happen.
10 News reporter Krista Lucas joins us to share how more money can help more families find closure. Krista?
John Robin, we recently saw the Roane County Sheriff's Office identify a woman after more than 30 years. Back in September in Blount County, a man was identified after almost 40. These cases moved forward because of money.
Last year, we received funding from the governor and General Assembly in the amount of about $100,000 in hopes of us being able to utilize forensic genetic genealogy.
Special Agent Brandon Elkins says the goal was to identify 14 people.
The condition of the remains, both as they're found, but also how they're kept, is very important.
The agency has identified 6 out of those 14 individuals. The cost to do so is a huge challenge.
Without that funding, we simply just couldn't afford to be able to submit those cases and get those individuals identified.
TBI is now applying for more money.
Would be used to assist local law enforcement agencies across the state of Tennessee.
The special agent says the goal is to clear as many cases as possible in Tennessee.
Not just loved ones to have questions answered, which is so important, right? But also in cases of homicide, once we identify a victim, it allows an investigator to look at victimology. You know, to know the victim can be to know the killer.
The hope is for the people who don't know what happened to their loved ones.
And there's so many families and there's so many victims across the state of Tennessee that have suffered, and it's our job to try to bring their resolution and closure and some hope to those families.
The special agent says people who want to help law enforcement should get their DNA entered into a commercial database. That opens up the pool as wide as possible when investigators are doing research and comparisons. Back to you.
Krista Lucas with that perspective tonight. Thank you, Krista.